black men are you struggling to find? Are you struggling to find a millionaire? Are you struggling to find somebody who's 6'3" with a six-pack stomach? Are you struggling to find someone who can finance a European expensive materialistic lifestyle?
Welcome, my kings. Thank you so much for the support. I do appreciate everyone. Today, as you see, we will be having an interesting conversation. We're going to be discussing this black women expectation of black men when it comes to relationships. Are they reasonable or delusional? We're going to deep dive in one moment. So anyone that's been following me for a while, you guys kind of already know how I feel about Dr. Umar Johnson. Apparently, maybe, a couple of his brothers, someone's finally got in his ear, because his message has kind of been veering more center lately. Because normally it was always the black man or men in general, or black men, it was always our fault what was going on with the black woman, and that all the onus and everything that was going on with the black culture always had to be on black men. But we're going to be discussing, he was on a podcast, and just some of the differences that he's noticed with black women, and also how white women versus black women are trying to approach black men. Let's just deep dive into it, okay?
Big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential, and she will invest in him. She will help him level up. And then when the sister see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire, and the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to, stay with me, black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up. Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny then snatched him already.
This is part of a larger conversation. He was on the podcast. I will put the link in the description. So basically, he was explaining that white women view black men in certain situations as a investment opportunity, whereas black women already want the man to be a finished product. Let me just give you a little example where I'm going with this. So imagine if you first invested in Apple or Microsoft, or let's go to Amazon. We know Amazon, they started off they were basically a bookstore. And who knew they was going to be the conglomerate that they are now, but you had to have foresight and fortitude to see where they was going. So if you started off with Amazon when they were just basically selling books, man, you banking, you balling now, right? And if you try to get stock in it now, yeah, you paying top dollar because Amazon is already established. And it's kind of the same theory when it comes to with dating with women when they want to date a black man that's going to be, an athlete or movie star, or, or you see that he's going to own his own business in arenas where this brother is really going to be successful, right? Black women, they got to see it first. Like, no, I ain't building no. I got to make sure that he's already with the bag before I give my time to that black man, right? But what he was saying is with the white women, the snow bunnies, is they'll see that brother that's shooting in the gym on jump shots or working on that term paper that he about to become a doctor or a lawyer. He already making out his business plan to own his own business, and she's going to invest while it's just the bookstore, like an Amazon example, versus waiting to it already the conglomerate that it is now. Now it's too late. It's going to be too high. So she comes in on the ground floor, and then if he get drafted or if he, becomes successful, she's already there, and that's how they end up reaping the benefits. And then, of course, especially like in the draft, if you've seen this last draft, yeah, there's a lot of brothers with the snow bunnies, right? And that's all you're hearing. Oh man, there they go. They always want to get these white women when they start making money, but not realizing that the white women are with them before the money instead of after the money.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
You see the correlation there. So black women can only blame themselves in the event where it's just seem like a lot of athletes and movie stars, and we're just keeping on those two particular demographics. That it seems like they overwhelming majority end up with white women is because again they're able to see the investment before it happens versus waiting for the brother to already been made it and then want to jump in and say, hey, here I go, I'm ready.
Bitch, please.
Even though like the brothers getting NIL, they'll still offer them coffee. They'll still see do they want to go on a date. But the sister, they know you got the NIL money. Oh man, can you get a sister hair done? Can you pay a cell phone bill or something? Hey, when we going out, never what you can do for him, but always what he can do for her.
Versus the culture in America. I
It ain't
don't
that
think
much
we're.
different.
It is quite
No, it's
different.
not.
It is.
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
It is. I think now we're
No, it's
being
not.
more influenced.
One of the
but I
biggest
think
mistakes that I find in the diaspora is we swear we're so randomly different. As probably the most traveled African in the Western Hemisphere, we're not that significantly different.
No, but we
There might be
are.
some new- No, we're not. No, we're not.
I don't think that. I don't think black
No,
women. Okay, let's talk about it because I'm getting dilemmas where women are talking about they're successful, they're in their careers, and they're looking for a decent guy.
Oh, that was different.
Isn't that the same thing they talk about over here in the United States? This young lady right here, I guess they are located in Australia, and she said that the trials and tribulation that they go through when they trying to meet a black man, trying to find a black man is different than it is in the United States. But the point she made is the exact same. Go figure.
What is
Asking,
decent?
they're not
Describe
asking
the
for a
terms.
man to earn triple the amount that he's
What is
earning.
decent? Give me 3 criteria for decent.
Oh, this is
I'm
gonna
a
be good.
psychologist. You must define the term.
Get her.
3 criteria.
Get her,
For
Umar.
decent. So he's emotionally intelligent.
Emotionally intelligent.
Okay.
Assuming she is as well.
Assuming she is as well. He is a provider, so he's able to, or he has a decent job. They are on
What
the
is
same.
a decent job?
He has-
Define the term.
He makes an amount that is in the same tax
Get her.
bracket as the woman. Let's just say that. This,
Okay. So she said he has to be a provider. Then she tried to backtrack. Say, well, he ain't got to be a provider per se, but he has to make the same amount of money that the woman is making. Now, what I've noticed that they love to use the extreme cases to try to make their argument. Like every woman around here is a doctor or a lawyer or a CEO or own their own business, actually making a profit. That's not the norm. That's the minority. That's not the majority. You want to know what the average black woman makes? And I did get this information from the statusofwomen.org, so if you guys want to go and check it out. But here's some statistics I found. I stay in the good old state of Alabama. And as you see, the average is $28,410. That's how much the average black woman makes in the state of Alabama. And for those, people like to go to the A, like to go to Georgia, hey, there's at $32,000. So if she's saying that we should be in the same tax bracket, that means so if the brother making $30,000, we should be all good, right? Or $32,000 if you living in Georgia. Let me put that up one more time for those in the back. You see Alabama, you see for the black woman, the average is $28,410. And I said, if you going, we in Georgia, like I said, we in A, the average is $32,000. But yet, all we sit up here and just hear about men gotta make 6 figures, or if you're not, that one dumb chick talking about if you don't make at least $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be dating. But women don't even make $40,000 a year on average, and here in Alabama don't even make $30,000 a year on average. So we already know that's a lie. If that we already know, we've seen time and time again on these podcasts and what we see on the internet, that they want to shame men that don't make six figures, but yet I just show you the stats. They making the same amount as normal everyday people making.
My nigga.
Let's continue.
Same tax bracket.
Okay.
Emotionally
Financial
intelligent.
equity.
Yes.
Okay.
I would just say he's a provider. He's nurturing, and he cares to build a family with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the question?
And the question is, women are struggling to find men that they can date.
Okay. Couple things. Number one, Black women cannot, shall not, should not expect a Black man to be able to provide them with the same type of a lifestyle that a Caucasian can provide for the white female. Because the Caucasian benefits from white privilege, the Black man suffers from white racism. So we should not be, no sister should be looking for a European equivalent or an African equivalent of a European.
So let's take a look at that really quick. So he was saying, hey, white men on average is going to make more than a brother is. So if you're trying to have the same qualifications, or you want the same standard that you would expect a white man to provide that a Black man can provide, you are your what you are wanting is already out of whack, because we're not on two equal playing fields, right? So I took a look at the blackdemographics.com. This is adjusted for inflation. As you see, it still has that 29,000 just like on the other, but if we adjust it for inflation, Black men on average makes about 50,000. White men makes on average almost 70,000. So that's a $20,000 difference on average. You see, when it comes to Black women, they have 44,000. White women at 55,000. Like I said, this is adjusted for inflation. But as we see in both, for men and women, Black and white, the white counterpart is going to make more than the Black counterparts. Like I said, it's a whole nother conversation about why those statistics are the way they are. But the point he was trying to make is, start trying to have the same level of expectation when it comes to finances, where we are on two different playing fields when it comes to making money for the average white man versus the average Black man. And if you're really wanting to be with a Black man that makes the same amount as the average Black woman, then all those 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000, we shouldn't even be having those conversations no more, because that's not reality.
Damn, you're good.
Let's continue to see what the brother had to say.
To find what kind of Black
Okay,
man,
let's talk
because
about
there's
it.
Black men all in Australia.
No, we have.
So what kind of Black men are you struggling to find? Are you struggling to find a millionaire? Are you struggling to find somebody who's 6'3" with a six-pack stomach?
No.
Are you struggling to find someone who can finance a European expensive materialistic lifestyle?
No.
What kind of Black man are you struggling to find?
Gotcha, bitch.
Interesting. So he ends by asking her, well, what exactly are you struggling to find? What criteria are you guys looking for? The reason why it's so hard for you to find a good, decent Black man. Again, I already showed the statistics. Here in Alabama, it's not even $30,000. If you in Georgia, it's $32,000. And if I just went straight up and down that list, the states are all about the same. They're between that $25,000 to $40,000. That is the average amount that Black women make. So what am I missing? Get so caught up in these fake fictitious lifestyle that they see on Instagram. Everybody is showing you they highlight reels. They're not showing you the everyday struggles, the everyday grind, or all of the debt that they're in, trying to fabricate or show you this is lavish lifestyle, and they in their eyeballs in debt. The reason why more white women seems to be with men that has status or money is because they look at it as a investment, and they get on the ground floor. They meet them before they the finished product. Modern Black women want the man to already be the finished product. White women, they look at it just like you do any other investment. is this going, if I'm going to reap the benefits of if I invest now, what is the probability or I get maximum return? And that's what they do. Just like how they would do in the stock market, that's how they do with black men, that they see their potential and they go ahead and grab the black man before the black woman does. And then you, like you say, that you up and look 5 years later, oh, now he'll sell out because he with the white woman, but you weren't studying the brother when he won. But now that you see that he's living a good life, now you want to give the brother some time.
When you say it like that, yeah, it sounds really sad.
But it's already too late. So I think this is a very interesting conversation. You guys tell me what you think. Is there any validity as far as how white women approach black men that's primed to be successful versus black women? And also, is this tired narrative of how much a man should make? Because she stated about him being a provider about 3-4 times. So do you want a provider or are you trying to find a mate? Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, kings need thrones. Until next time, peace.